Hey, what's up, guys? I've been gone for a little while. I've had a few of y'all say, "Hey, where you at? Are you dead? Are you alive? Why ain't you put anything up for us to watch?" I'll be honest with you guys, I just haven't really been interested in it. I love doing the videos and I love working on the old cars and I love showing y'all how to do this stuff, but I don't know. I feel like my channel should be doing a little better than what it is. If it was doing good, I'd be more motivated to put out, a video every week and keep y'all up to date to what I'm working on, but it doesn't seem like it's doing good. If I actually have fun on a video, nose itching. If I have fun on a video, I'm actually having fun, nobody watches it. So, but anyway, we're gonna try to do a video now. I'm gonna get y'all up to date on this fastback I'm working on in here. Oh, nose is itching. And let's see. I've been doing videos on this car, but I haven't really been uploading them. So I'm gonna start uploading videos of this car. Like we're doing patch panels on the aprons. We're gonna be putting a cowl, upper and lower cowl in it. Doing all the rust repair, putting all the body kit on, building a 347 stroker engine, and just making this guy a turnkey car from start to finish. And like I said, I've been working on it all this time, but I haven't been showing you any of it. So I'm going to upload what I've got so far. What didn't get deleted, some of it got deleted. So I'm going to upload, I'm going to get you up to date on this car, and then we'll just carry on with this car. So like I said, I'm a lot further ahead than what I'm fixing to upload right now, but I'm going to start uploading right now and show you what I'm working on. It's that 3M glue y'all use. I'll keep using that glue. This will be used someday. See that? 3M panel bonding. They even put screws in it trying to make it stay. Well, it just keeps showing its ugly face. Got more rot. It's not too terrible. Not as bad as the last one. Last one had rot all down into here. I'm sure this one will be that way real soon. I start picking around on it right here, I might find some. That'll be pretty easy to fix. This has been cut out before, as you can see. If somebody's just did a patch job, they probably went in there and tried to patch the cowl. But I mean, it's all rotten, as you can see. It's all rotten up under here. I mean, I can stick my fingers through it. Yeah, I guess you can't see it, but yeah, it's rotten. It's all rotten. That's the firewall right there. You see that? That's the firewall. Somebody's put a big square piece of metal right here and pop riveted in place, because I'm assuming the firewall's right out where the windshield washer pedal is. Now you push your pedal on the inside and actuates the windshield wipers and windshield squirters. But all this down in here is rusty. It's all rotted out in there. This was cut out just like the other side. Wesley sanding on it. This side ain't too bad. The panel bond just don't hold real good. Looks like somebody scuffed up the metal, and it held in places, and in some places it actually pulled the paint off, so it was stuck. But if y'all don't prep the cars right, it won't stick. As you can see, it just popped the paint off. Same way right here. Popped it right off. Fellers, this is probably the worst Eleanor that I've ever worked on. I'm gonna make it right for this guy. This guy's gonna leave here with a top-notch car. But as of right now, I'm not impressed with whoever done the work prior to me coming here. And I know it's set for probably 10 years or better. But somebody has put floor pans in this thing. And as you can see, they don't look too terrible. I mean, they're obviously the halves, two halves. They look decent from the top. Looks like somebody's went in here and cleaned it up and rattle canned it here recently, probably. But I mean, it's still not good, guys. Nothing was seam sealed. Looks like they just used some, I don't know what kind of paint they used. It was something kind of thick, like, you know, probably like Pour 15 or something. I mean, look at this. Whatever it was, it doesn't like it. And somebody's put a patch in here and they didn't even weld it up at the top. Look at that. None of that is welded. See that? That line. And if you can see, that's the firewall back there and it's gone. It's rotten. Somebody's put a plate on the other side. So none of the top of this is welded. All along the top, it's not welded. It's welded along the side there. It's not welded on that side at all. You see that hard edge right there all the way up? None of that's welded. So none of the sides welded, none of the top's welded. It's welded down one side and it's welded here. And then nothing. Welded here, and that's all that's holding the top. Looks like they've plug welded the seat risers in, seat platforms in. And look here. Looks like they attempted to plug weld here, but it's obviously not stuck. So there's no welds along the top. One weld there. It's like maybe one weld there, and they try to plug weld it. It's awful. That being said, top don't look all that bad. You get underneath here, it's awful, fellas. Look here. Look at all this. They just covered all this up. This is bad, bad, bad. I mean, torque box is not even attached right here. I mean, it's just, stick my finger in here. There's none of this is even attached. But look here. That's the old floor pan, rotten. Big old gap. They didn't even bother trimming it off. And over here, you know, I always try to get my floor pans nice and tight against the rails. Look here, I can stick my whole hand up in that. Look. And over there, the floor pan extension is not even touching the floor pan. Look at that. You see over it? Mosquitoes trying to carry me off. Get off of me. But it's bad. It's bad everywhere I look. It's just bad, bad, and more bad. Right here, they put they butted two lines together right here, which that's not terrible. I mean, people do that a lot, just to take two ratherly short, you know. They couldn't get a line long enough. They'll butt two lines together. This is the fuel line. It's hard as a rock. Oh, it just broke. Yep. That's the fuel line that was on this car. Hear that? Listen. Hear it cracking? That's what was on this car. There ain't fuel line. It's supposed to be a metal line going to the back. Look at that. Look at that garbage. And over there, get off me, spider web. Over there, it's got probably 2.5 inches from the bottom of the floor pan to the bottom side of the rocker. It ain't supposed to be like that. There's supposed to be like 3/4 of an inch lip sticking down from the floor. So the floor's up way too high on that side over there. Oh my goodness. It's all welded in. Well, it's half-ass welded in. I guess I could cut it out kind of easy. Technically, this car needs a one-piece floor in it. That would be nice. Oh man. All the body kit's just been popping off. The only thing that's still on it, far as body kit goes, it's the side skirts. And it probably wouldn't take a whole lot to pop them off. They're just that panel bond, you see? It don't take nothing to pop that panel bond right off. There's so many Eleanors out there built with panel bond. I feel sorry for them. Anybody that uses that stuff, I learned real quick not to use it. Right here, look here. Panel bond. It's insane. Somebody just did it wrong. You can use panel bond as long as you know what you're doing. As long as you prep the car and you prep the panel right, you do it correctly, it'll hold up nice. But if you do it the way these people done it, and just put the panel bond on the back of a rough surface, the rough fiberglass, and then just put it right over shiny paint, that won't work. Let's carry on, I guess. Let's go see what the other side looks like. This whole car's rougher than rough, fellas. There's rough, and then there's rougher than rough, and this is definitely rougher than rough. Here. I just put new floor pans right over this old shit. Look at this. And this floor pan ain't even the same as that one over there. It ain't supposed to have this on it. Heck's up with this? I don't know. But shoot, there's a lot right here, fellas. You can see where the old floor pan stopped. See that line? That witness mark right there? That's where that's supposed to be, down here. It's awful. Oh. It's awful. Everywhere you look, it's just awful. I can't believe somebody was just going to hide all this stuff. Somebody was intending on building an Eleanor out of this thing and pawning it off on somebody. That's horrible. Of course, all this has done is just delayed this build, because this is just more work I'm going to have to do, because he thought he had a good floor. He thought, oh yeah, the floor is good. All I need is a cowl and some fender and aprons and a good paint and body man, and I'll have me a good Eleanor. Technically, this thing needs a firewall, floor pan, firewall, full floor. It needs floor pan extensions. It needs torque box on that side. Since it's a 67, it really needs one on this side. 67s didn't have them on this side. But I'm going to put one on this side regardless, because this thing is weak. When I had this thing jacked up, I jacked it up from the cross member. It's right here. Like I do all my cars, and you could literally watch the thing flex. So this thing is weak. But yeah, it's pretty rotten. See all up in there? You can see through the cowl. She's a rough old girl. But we're gonna get her. Alright, well, I got this piece put in here. Rather than replace the whole apron, this, this has got the VIN numbers and stuff on it. So I'm just gonna clean this apron up real good, and I patched, well, I shouldn't say patched, I fixed it. I had a great old big rusted out spot. It was completely gone right here. And it was pretty much completely gone right here. All I did was just cleaned up the edges here. And what I'm gonna do is put a piece in here, and then cut me out a new piece of metal and do the same thing I done here, right here. So I gotta do a little more grinding right here. I didn't get my welds ground down all the way, but once I get them all ground down, I'm gonna do a little body work after I get all this sanded. Never know that was worked on. It'll be just like brand new, good and strong. But one down, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. I'll probably just end up replacing that whole entire apron, and then of course fix them back aprons, because they're easy to fix. I'll just fix them. The replacement ones you get, they don't fit worth crap, so I'll fix the old ones. My crazy neighbor keeps taking the stobs out of the ground that shows the property lines. He's just breaking them off on top of the ground and taking them out. And I looked it up. I'm pretty sure it's against the law for him to take these out of the ground, showing the, border, the corners. These are kind of like monuments, kind of. I mean, I need to put a steel monument in the ground, I guess. But he just pulled it up too. I just made another one. I got enough to make 2 more. Overlook the mess, y'all. I gotta do a massive cleaning. Alright. So right here is the property stake that he keeps breaking off. Pulling out of the ground and breaking off. Right here next to this tree. It don't matter. He don't care nothing about the law or anything. Alright, so today's the day. We are going to be removing the upper and lower cowl and fixing whatever metal we need to fix and get it ready for our new upper and lower cowl. It's got quite a bit of rot. The lower, or at least the lip of the firewall right here is gone. I mean, it's just completely rotted out and gone. So once we do get this upper and lower cowl off, we're going to have to do some rust repair. The side right here feels okay, but I think the whole front edge, at least from here to probably maybe right in here, I'm gonna have to replace this whole front edge. If I had thought, I would have just bought a whole new firewall and just replaced the whole new firewall, but I didn't. So we're gonna have to just repair this one. But let's get to it. All right, so next order up for business on this old car. I'm going to remove these windshield washer squirters, these tubes. I need to get that extension off over there. Well, I can just cut it since it's already damaged. And start getting this cowl off. Let's see, what we need, a 1/4-inch socket, I think. I think people get intimidated by replacing the cowl when you really don't have to. It's really not that big a deal. If you've never done it before, I could understand why. You would think it's a big deal, but it's really not. We'll zip the top off first. We'll zip the bottom off. And then we will take off the remainder flange that's left over. So that's what I just removed. We will be removing this part from the other side as well. I done removed it from this side. We're going to take it off the other side. Vibration from the air chisel just opening up all kinds of holes. Also, I did take measurements from the edge of the cowl, the front, edge of the cowl to the front, and I X'd it out. Alright, so this is what we're dealing with. Some shims. Mondo, there's another shim. Look here what somebody's done. This is funny. Y'all see that? That is something plastic that somebody has either made or bought and tried to glue in here to repair this cow. Look at this. Do y'all really think that would have done it? I mean, the only way to repair this cow is a new cow. And most of the firewall's gone too, so really it needs a firewall too. But I'll probably be making a whole new front lip for this car, because I didn't get a firewall. Probably should have. So I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna undo the 2 bolts that's holding the windshield wiper motor to the to the dash, the frame, and I'm gonna leave all that stuff bolted to it, and then I'll bolt the windshield wiper assembly back to the new cow, and then I'll set it all down in one piece. But you can see just how rusty she was. I mean, it just started falling apart as soon as the air chisel hit it. It started falling apart. It's just, and this guy had this thing at a body shop, and they put that cow in primer. They put this whole car in primer, getting ready for paint. And you see all this? You see all this stuff that's wrong with this car? This is insane. Okay, y'all. I guess I probably should have showed you how to get to this point. Obviously, you take your windshield out. Then you take your fenders off. Then you're going to take these extensions off. And anything that's bolted to the front, like your shock tower supports, you're going to take them off. Take, of course, your little squirties for your windshield. You're going to take it off. Going to take your windshield wipers off. Once you get to this point, what I always do is I'll just go around the edge, the furthest point on this, around the edge, the border of the cow, with an air chisel, or you could do it with a cutoff wheel. Just go around and just get the most part of this off. Get it out of the way. You got to keep this lip. The inside lip right here, that's part of your dash. That's what your cow actually welds to. You can see this outer. See how it's 2 panels? You got your outer panel, then you got your inner panel. Your inner panel is the dash, the outer panel is the cow. So we want to save the inner panel. We got to take this outer panel off. But just to make it easier, go ahead, come in here. I actually cut back a little bit too far. Come right in front of it about 1/2 inch or so, and cut it right there. And that'll release it from the bottom panel. I was hoping to just go ahead and take it all off in one big piece, top and bottom, and it'll come up like this and come out. But I want to show y'all how to do it this way and leave the bottom panel in, and then come in here and cut it loose. Do it both ways. So yeah, just go around the border, get the top part off, and then it makes it easier on you to go around and get the bottom part off. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this part off and get it out of the way, and then we'll see what we're left with. I don't know if the camera's clear enough. Let me try. There we go. Y'all see all that? Rust. She's in bad shape. How do they get this rusty? How? I mean, is it from rat pee? I'm gonna go rat pee. That was probably a mouse or a rat interstate right there, judging by all the rat turds mixed in with the rust. Bad shape. But as you can see, we've got most of this panel. It's still here. I mean, yeah, it's torn where I used the air chisel. I can straighten that out with hammer and dolly. I'll clean this edge up. We'll clean this up the bare metal. This is in pretty good shape. I'll have to fix this little spot right here, but this is still good, nice and solid. It didn't fall apart with air chisel. But right here, as you can see, firewall, the edge of the firewall is completely gone. So I'm probably going to have to go in here. What I probably need to just go ahead and do is just cut that whole entire front lip, just plumb off, completely get rid of it, and go in here and set my new cowl in place, and just build me a new lip, just a piece of like 18 gauge, bend it to a 90, go in there on the shrinker and put my curve in it, and then just put it up in place and just weld it in solid all the way across. That'd be about the only way to make this nice again. Because the rest of it looks pretty good, other than that one spot right there. Somebody tried fixing. I'll have to go in here and do a little better job than that. But we'll fix it. Ain't no big deal. Man, talk about a bummer. The only thing that I even had to put weld through primer on was that lip right there. After cleaning it all off and drilling them welds out. That's all I had. I mean, I won't use much this time around. At least until I get these lips fixed. I guess just for giggles, I could spray some on this. I could always weld up through the bottom onto the new cowl. Fill these holes in. That's probably what I'll do if I don't just replace it. Because I got a little spot right here. I might just drill it out big. Drill this out to a big hole. Drill that little spot out to a big hole. And then fill them in from the bottom and then weld through the top too. I dropped my can. My can ain't working too good. Leaking more than I'm spraying. Dropped my can, busted my lid. But anyway. So I got that. That's all that was left of the firewall. That's even right in that little spot right there. Once I drilled the welds out and took the top off, that's all that was left. So as you can see, I've cut the whole top of the firewall off from here to here. I'm going to end up going all the way over to probably end up taking the whole thing off, to be honest with you. But I wanted to leave some of it in place just to hold the cowl up where it goes. That's why I've left this little area right here. I'm going to clean that off. I'm going to leave this spot. So we've got this corner. We got this corner. Of course, we got that whole top edge. And then we got that corner over there. That'll give me something to set the cowl on, so that I know exactly where it goes. And then I can start building lips up to the cowl, so that I know for certain that it's in the right spot. Alright, so here's our new cowl. Got dusty. I think this is the 67 one. I got 2 or 3 out there. Hose don't line up, imagine that. The new panel, but it sure did look like it. Dusty. You do this, you want to make darn sure that your windshield wiper hose are lined up amongst everything else. Some vice grips. I like dropping extensions down through those holes in the front. Just get you a 3/8 extension. Usually they'll just drop right through the hose. The boat's got slop in it. The extension doesn't have much slop in it. Where it tapers up there at the top, kind of self-aligns. Well, these ain't no good. Jump, get throw them in the garbage. Take them back to Harbor Freight and get some more. No, they got the hose stamped off to the side. Let me show y'all this. I said line up your windshield wiper hose, your arms, your windshield wiper arm hose. It's kind of hard to do when they stamp it off. See how the hole is shifted more to this side? It's not the center of the hump. You know, this should be over just a little bit. And if you look inside there, see? That's exactly how much it's off. It's how much it needs to go over. So what I'll have to do is, I also have to open this hole up a little bit on this side. That sucks because this side's going to be opened up a little bit too much, but it is what it is. Can't be splitting the difference on the cowl, because if you shove the cowl over that way, you mess that hole up. And also, if you shove the cowl over this way, you're going to have a big old gap right here between your fender and your cowl. And over there, your fender's going to be touching the cowl, and it might even be preventing the door and the fender from lining up. So everything's got to be so-so. So I would take measurements and X stuff out. So we was looking for 44.5 on this side and 44.25 on the other side. I don't know why it's like that. They may have the factory may have this welded on just a little bit off. Let's see what we got here. We've got, whoa, wait a minute. Make sure I'm not looking at something weird. Okay, 44.5. Look for 44.25. 44.25, that's perfect. Now let's exit out. I use these little tits that's sticking out. So it should be 50 7/8 from this little tit over to that corner. And I mean, it should be the same on the other side too, but let's see what it was before. 50.5. So before it measured 50.5. And this little tit here, this corner. So we were at 50.5 exactly to this little corner right here. And it should be 50 7/8 from this tit to that corner to make it exactly like it was before. We are exactly 50 7/8. I don't know why it's coming out like that. It's probably because of these little tips that sticks out that hold your windshield clips. They're probably actually shifted over one way or the other just a little bit. Do a quick measurement and see. This one is exactly on 9 inches. Let's see what this one's at. This one is exactly on 8 3/4. That goes to show you that those little things are not in the exact spot, but you can X it out. You take a measurement off of it, and then as long as you make it exactly the same as it was before, you know you're still square. So we're good to go. It's supposed to be 56.5, I think, from the edge of this to the edge of this. We are I went to the side here, right there. We're 56.5. It's about a 1/16 over. I can't do this side because I got vice grips in the way. Close, I guess. That's showing 55 3/4, but it's like because I ain't got screwed over there. It's supposed to be 56.5. Let me move this out of the way. That measurement shouldn't change because the windshield post is all still exactly where it was. Alright, we're looking for 56.5. From here, right here next to the side of the cowl to here. 56.5, dead on. So it's exactly where it's supposed to be right there. If we had the lip all the way around like we're supposed to have, we could weld it right there and we'd be done with the cowl. But we don't. So we gotta start making flanges. That sucks. Big time. It is what it is. Alright guys, so I've got to the point where I've got to make this flange. I know it looks rusty, but it's not. It's just surface rust. They clean up. I've already started cleaning this side up. Started cleaning that edge up. I'll clean it up and rust treat it. But anyway, So you see I've started putting a bend in it. What I'm doing is I'm laying this on top of this cowl because this cowl's got the right shape to it. And I'm going to start it. I'm going to try to save that middle part. So I'm going to start it right there. I'm going to come over here to the edge of this cowl right here. Well, actually, I'm going to come over to about right there because that's where it should be. And to right here. And we're touching from here to here. But from here over, we still got a gap. See that gap? That's how it's touching here. And it's got a gap. So what we got to do is we got to start gradually bringing this down. So I'm going to go in there on my shrinker. And I'm going to stretch, or I'm going to shrink this down and get this curve in it. But first I'm going to mark it where I want to start the curve. That's red oxide primer. That's why it looks red looking like that. That is a old roof skin off of a car. And the underside of it's red oxide. It'll clean right up. It's got a little bit of surface rust on it, but it'll come off. So we're going to start it about right here. And make us a couple small passes. So I'm in here with a shrinker. Maybe y'all can see it when I'm pushing on it. It should go down. Or actually, what it's going to do is it's going to go. See if I can capture it doing it. Did y'all see that? Probably not. Let's do it one more time. Like right in here maybe. See if y'all can see it. Alright, that's probably too much, but we're going to try it anyway. And that's perfect. You can just barely see light under the edge. That's what we want. That will work great. It's good all the way up, so that should work. As you can see, once you grind that red oxide primer off, it don't look so rusty no more, does it? Nice clean metal. Clean the rest of it up. Alrighty. Let's got that lip welded on. I'll go in here and I'll grind all this down flat. Do a little body work. Never know it happened. Like I was saying, we got this lip now. I'm gonna trim it off. I give myself plenty. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to trim it off. Make it the same shape as the cow. Now I've got this lip on here now. All the way over to that point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to cut these here off diagonal. Just like this. I'm going to cut them diagonal. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. We've got this lip. I've put this slip on here all over to this point. I'm gonna do the same thing. It's got that little bitty corner right there. I'm gonna cut it off diagonal this way so that it carries the same shape and the flow. I'm gonna cut this access off. It's pointless to even have it. I want it to be nice and clean. Only thing left to do now is double check our measurements. Go from this edge to that edge. Make sure it's the same on both sides, just like it was before. And come off your little tabs from there, that corner, and from there to this corner, exit out. Make sure you take measurements before you ever cut your cowl off, and then put this cowl exactly where it was before. As of right now, this cowl is exactly where the other one was, and all these pieces should go right back on just like they was before. Let me grab one. Like I took this one off, I drilled the welds out, took it off. I'll sandblast it, and I'm going to reuse it, because the ones that you get, the new ones, they don't fit very good. You know, vice grips are in the way, but looks like that might be up a little bit. Look at that. How nice that fits. And we can line all of our factory spot welds back up. And then we got this side. All we gotta do now is take this upper cowl off, and we're gonna punch holes all in the lower cowl so that we can weld the lower cowl to this lip all the way around. This one, and the dash lip. And once we get that welded and ground down, we want to punch a bunch of holes in our cowl, upper cowl, and we're going to weld all those up. And I am not going to bore y'all with that. I mean, I could show y'all me welding, but if you want to see me welding a cowl in, go, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos back, and you can see where I welded a cowl in a 65 Ford Mustang. It was really rusty. And I'm pretty sure I showed me welding the whole entire cowl in. I'm not going to bore y'all with that on this one, but that is how you put a cowl in a 1965 through, or 1964 and a half through, let's say 68 Ford Mustang. Because the 69 is made entirely different. I mean, they have cowls too, but they're made different. So we're going to go with 64 and a half through 68. Same process will work for 69 through 73. So that's it, guys. I'm going to stop this video right here, and I'll catch you on the next one.